Hey friends, it is KlaireeBerry and I'm here today to talk to you about Cardano again. This is going to be Cardano for the month of October. Just kind of a quicker overview, lay the foundation, get the skeletons, and then you can have 2 points of reference as we go through the week. You can look at the more daily and then also go ahead and come back and compare. So just to have kind of a double checking sort of a system. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, and when we look at the 4th, which is what we're starting off with here because there's not a lot going on before that for Cardano, we have some issues. Okay, we really do have some issues. This is Mars in conjunct natal Neptune. So you have your element of confusion, not being able to see. You're really going to have to use your intuition and higher learning, and kind of go within really a lot of times to beat out some of this fear, some of this confusion. People are just in a way blinded, and they're being blinded here, you know, because of certain things, and it has to do with the structures, you know, the powers, the higher ups, if you will. But it's really a card of, you know, kind of going sideways and balance. So, you know, maybe it'll just go sideways on the 4th. But again, there's going to be something going on. I've already said this in a different video, and I had put it kind of without even thinking, just intuitively threw it out there that it was like the 6th or the 7th. So I'm not sure exactly yet, but we'll keep on surmising on this period of time until we get there, and during and after, you know, what can we learn? But the 5th here, we actually have kind of the potential. I mean, these are just inconjuncts, 2 inconjuncts on the 4th and the 5th, both with Neptune. So the potential for confusion, it's like, you know, maybe going the wrong way here, maybe, you know, not being in tune. There's something about the head and the heart here, just, you know, not working together, and things need to change. So for the 5th, might be going down a little bit, since we just had the 4th as kind of more a negative day, and then we don't have anything, guys. You know, these might be some good times to buy between the 5th, possibly. Again, we'll look closer when we get there. The 6th may be a little bit more up, or it might just be green. I'm not going to go through every day, but the 7th and the 8th, yeah, again, it's still kind of more balanced. It's going to be either down or down just a little bit, but because the 9th, guys, negative aspects. And then what do we have on the 10th? We have more negative aspects, okay? Issues, just issues to get through. And it's Sun square natal Pluto. So, kind of some deeper issues here to get through. Now, it's not going to say that we're not going to do anything good or go up at all anytime between those days. But, you know, this might not be the best start to the month that Cardano has ever had. Okay. Now, for the 14th, we have the peak of Sun sextile natal Saturn. Should be a better day. Things are going up, even though they've been coming down for, so, you know, maybe for a while, but this is accomplishing something for sure. Either way you look at it, any way you look at it, things are going up. So that's good. 14th, probably a notable day. The 18th, we do have a couple of aspects, and they're both, I'll tell you right now, ooh, okay, revelations here. That's interesting. They're both kind of long-term, steadier growth aspects. Whoa, a lot of cards coming over at once. Yeah, 3s and 6s and 9s and Emperor. That's good. That's pretty good. Pretty good energy. But it might be stair-stepping. It might be released sideways. Okay, but just based on the Mars sextile natal Saturn, you know, might not be quite as great. Might be a little more sideways than we think. But the Sun conjunct natal Jupiter, long-term goodness there. So The 20th, we have a couple of aspects showing up. Now, this is going to be Sun sextile natal Venus. A lot of new people coming in, a lot of popularity energy with this aspect. But then we have the Sun opposite natal Uranus. So the directions, that we're going to go in might be thwarted, but at least we're gaining insights. Okay, so watch out for that aspect. It's really hard, as we know, to predict Uranus. So, and this is extra hard to predict on the 20th here because we already had that good aspect. We've got this aspect that could go either way. And then the other aspect that we have peaking on the 20th is Neptune, Sun is sextile natal Neptune. So more of a minor pull. So if I had to guess, I'd say we'd be successful. The cards are saying, that you have this good luck, you have this, just, good perfection, happy luck, and success here, and success with people. And again, it's getting back to, it's people finding a passion for crypto, getting excited about things again, that sort of energy. So the 23rd, we do have the Mars is conjunct natal Jupiter. This is, I thought it was going to be better. I think it might be saying that this is a peak of sorts and it's going to start going down at this time. So maybe the luck that comes from this aspect might be a little bit hitting us a little bit earlier. So, maybe the 22nd might not be too bad and the 21st might not be too bad. I'm not exactly sure there, just looking at the monthly, but again, we'll get into it soon. The 25th, we've got some good energy. We have to see through the FUD. We have to work through that. But Mars is sextile natal Venus. There's some passion. There's some fire. Should be pretty good there on the 25th. So looking at the 26th, we have Mars sextile natal Neptune. No, sextile quadrant natal Neptune. This can be, actually, we have our moon. We have some fear, but I think we'll probably be able to prevail over this pretty easy. But we do have the next day Mars opposite natal Uranus. This is fresh. Wow. Some start here with the coins. That should be pretty good. And with Uranus, that might go up quite a bit there on the 27th. Again, we will look at this closer later just to give you an overview. So for the 30th is the next thing we had. And then the 31st. So for the 30th, we have the Sun sextile natal Mars, which I think is going to be pretty fiery. Again, lessons being learned all over the place here. Perhaps because we've had a lot of noob energy, come into the space of Cardano, even for the past few weeks and months prior to October, and it's kind of like, are they strong-handed? It's kind of looking like they are, even though there's issues, maybe some of this is not so bad. So, and again, learning lessons, just, you have to basically learn by acting, and everybody who is new and starts into, investing without a lot of knowledge, they're going to make mistakes, but again, they're going to learn and get through this here. There's a lot of positive energy, a couple little hiccups. Hopefully, again, this Mars opposite natal Uranus is a good wowza. It's the potential for setting Ada free here, setting it off. So, back to the 30th. I don't know if the cards think that's going to be as great of a day. Probably 31st is better. We do have the Sun sextile natal Mars on the 30th. And then we have the Sun sextile natal Mercury. So there's a lot of clear thinking. But yeah, it looks like maybe some action. Maybe some people are just waiting to buy. Maybe they're distracted. There is a lot going on. You know, again, this kind of anything can happen. Confusion from the outside world have been themes for a while now. And, you know, a lot of, we've all been, I mean, all of us in the astrology community kind of been talking about this, you know, maybe this feeling something big is coming. So again, pay attention so we can stay in the know. This is not financial advice, of course. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care. I will talk to you soon. Bye.